Frank passed away on September 30 at the age of 60, 2 years after suffering a debilitating stroke. The American Pickers star's antique store, Frank Fritz Finds, is located in the back room of Jerry Gendro's bar, Hot Dogs, in Savannah, Illinois. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Jerry revealed his plans to revamp the store in honor of his late friend. Jerry told the U.S. Sun, "We have been an antique store for 35 years. We'll probably continue to be that. We may display motorcycles and choppers that represent Frank. Right now, it's set up as an 1880s general store. Maybe there'll be bikes on a rack all the way down the center. We're trying to contemplate what other people want me to do." Frank Fritz Finds sells small antiques from $35 oil cans to a $30 vintage typewriter. A revamp may help the store, as the shop has struggled in recent years. The U.S. Sun previously reported estimated annual sales are just $25,000 per Experian's business valuation report for Frank Fritz Finds. The U.S. Sun previously obtained photos of the conditions of Frank's store. In one photo, a thick spider web lingered in a corner with bugs trapped in the silk. Dust, dirt, and dead leaves were collecting on the run-down floorboards. There were also gaping holes in the uneven floor paneling, and paint chips were curling off the ceiling. Despite the dim lighting in the shop, dust was still visible and gathering on several of the items. Frank wasn't as involved in the business after he suffered the stroke in July 2022 at his Davenport, Iowa home. Frank's friends filed an emergency appointment of a temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is so impaired from the stroke. The conservatorship papers obtained by the U.S. Sun revealed plans for the store during his health battle. The initial plan filed by conservator Midwest Stone Bank read, "Mr. Fritz is a well-known collector and has numerous outbuildings full of valuable collections. The conservator has not yet inventoried those items, but plans to leave them largely as they are now, with the exception of stocking Mr. Fritz's antique store in Savannah, IL as needed." Conservator is hopeful Frank will be able to participate in selection and pricing of items as he did previously. He struggles. The stroke left Frank wheelchair-bound. He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances, a source previously told the U.S. Sun in August 2023. "Basically, you lose motion." He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affected his right side. Jerry previously gave insight into Frank's health struggles in recent months. He felt really bad, he told previously the U.S. Sun. You would go to see him in the nursing home, and one half of his body was completely done. He would lift his arm up, and it would just drop. That's got to be tough to be totally bedridden. Jerry explained how Frank grew frustrated because he couldn't come out and say what he wanted to say, though some days were much better than others. "I've seen this when people get tired. They get tired. I think if you don't have the will to live, you won't," Jerry said. "I think Frank could have lived a lot longer if the will to live would have been there." His cares. Frank left American Pickers in 2020 to undergo back surgery, but he never returned, as he was officially let go in 2021. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during an interview with the U.S. Sun in 2021. Mike and Frank ended their feud during his health issues and reunited over Memorial Day weekend of 2023. Mike was by his side in hospice when he passed, along with other loved ones. Jerry previously told the U.S. Sun how loved ones will honor the star's final wish to keep his memory alive. "My understanding at this point, and this was his will, he wanted to come on the back of a motorcycle or a sidecar with his ashes in an urn, with a big ride, and go back to the Quad Cities." Frank's final ride through the Quad Cities, which is a region of 4 cities in Iowa and Illinois, would take place in the spring. "We'll do anything we can for him," Jerry vowed. That's what he really wanted to do. Frank's conservator, Chris Davis, also revealed memorial plans for his beloved friend. He previously told the U.S. Sun, "There will be a celebration of life in the future. It will be big. Fans can attend. We already have several bands who want to play in it, including my band. Frank would have turned 61 on October 11,